So thank you very much, gentlemen, Bled and Maui. It's now time to get the damn game started. And we're going to do that with Anders and Moses.
Yes, thank you, Trish. We're going to get into it. It will be NaVi versus NiP, and we are already off to the races here. NaVi going to be starting on the CT side. It's Overpass, and what a flashbang to get us off with. Hampus goes down immediately. It's simple, but effective.
Yeah, simple but effective. Rolling with the rebuttal with the P250. Yet again, simple and effective as he takes down Perfecto. That's going to slow the round down just a little bit. 3 more players at the B-bomb site for NaVi, though they're hoping there's going to be some kind of a follow-up for NiP, but that won't happen until until Rez clears out some information towards Long. He's just passing. Oh, and he sees it. He sees it. He had a chance. That's a very tough shot to hit.
Yeah, he's got a couple of cracks at it now. Bit not that afraid, it feels like, to jump around out there.
But that presence from Rez, I mean, it forces a decision from NaVi. Like, you're moving your players back to the A-bomb, so you're keeping the stack over at B, and for the moment, they've moved him over to A. 3 defenders here. The SDY is going to shift back. A lot of movement in this defense.
Yeah,
they were trying to hit a timing. They were trying to find a window where NiP was going to attack the A site. They just shifted off. They're very confused about what's happening at the moment.
And that might come back to bite them, or it might not. Bit's gonna get that headshot to start with. He's such a dangerous player here for NiP. One of them jump past, good info for Bit to pick up, just realizing that someone's gonna be there, and the retake is on. 4 versus 3, not seeing a smoke or anything in play right now. There's one more crack of the skull, this time it's Brolan to go down. Plopsky and S-Tag hiding out here on Long, at least one of them. It's Bit with one more, It's simple to chime in. Well, that's a nice way to defuse any danger. Not even really defending the bomb site, just getting 3 smooth kills.
Yeah, goddamn Bit. 3 kills, 3 headshots instantly, 1 shot each. Beautiful stuff.
So difficult for NiP in this one. They obviously are the underdog team. But I think this could be, I still think this could be one hell of a game.
Yeah, all signs point to that this is going to be an absolute long grind of a banger. We'll find out. Quick tech pause as a mic issue has popped up. We're going to get that solved, and we'll get this back underway. Yeah, I mean, if you're NiP, like I feel like, you know, maybe it's just because it's the way I'm thinking, but it feels like we're finally starting to turn the corner on this team and really start having some faith with what we've seen from them and their ability to stay in it through all the chaos over the past few months. And it would be a shame if that kind of fell short here, if that fell flat here against NaVi.
Yeah, what a test it's been for them already, and they've come out with pretty good grades. Their T sides have looked really impressive on that NiP side. They have a lot of stuff work. Hampus is back in action, and he's really back in action.
I was going to say, we're still kind of going off a small sample size, and it's still very early on in Brolan's tenure here, especially when you consider with Hampus taking a couple of events off just to get some rest and relaxation.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot to go off with the full squad, although they did win the Pinnacle Cup without Hampus there. 1-0 for NaVi after the pistol. Mike's situation is resolved. AK-47's passed over to Hampus and Rez. And a Galil on Brolan makes this a very dangerous round.
Yeah, nothing to be scoffed at here. Instant put out of that Molotov. Pretty classic stuff. And S-Tag, yeah, he spotted maybe just a leg of Perfecto down there. Tagged him up a tiny bit. And NiP on guard duty to figure out what's happening, but no one is going to really be pressuring them at the moment. Not around when NaVi want to run into straight eagle bullets, so they're going to be playing maybe a little bit further back on this one. Can't really complain too much about this at the moment for the NaVi side. It's going to be up to NiP to figure out what they want to do, but at the same token, if they get the controller restrooms here, they have enough utility to do an actual proper execute onto the A-bomb site. 2 smokes, 2 Molotovs.
It's the AKs that could catch them off guard as well. They don't necessarily have to use that utility right out of the gate. They might have wanted to. Bit gets traded. Important trade from Brolan. He swaps out for the AK-47. That leaves a rifle on the ground for one of his teammates. And they're going to progress on the site. Simple has shifted over as well.
No immediate follow-up. Still 44 seconds.
That might have been a bit early of a follow-up smoke.
Yeah, you're not wrong. All they have now is a Molotov, and that's miles away in the other bomb site, so probably not going to be relevant for the attack itself. 30 seconds on the clock here. Grenade No one's there. They're a little bit further back in NiP, so this isn't really working. Now they're going to get a bit of information behind that flash peek. Might try for it again here. The UMP not hitting any headshots. He can't get the other rifle back. Simple's only good for the one. He's going to get traded in 15 seconds on the clock. Some Die Young behind this box, and he's going to have to do it on his own. It's a great swing. Flash coming down, and Rez, he's going to get one in return, but he's out of time for this one. 5 seconds left. He's going to go straight for it. Oh, and already getting interrupted. Nice flank coming in there from Electronic.
Rez just looked down at his keyboard like he was betrayed. He's just like, what's happening? Why couldn't I get that plant down? Why couldn't I get that bomb down? He would have had the chance. It just didn't punch in the numbers. That start of the bomb didn't go. Shout out to SDY, man. That's a tough situation to be in, and he played the perfect game. He played the delay game. Didn't peek, didn't swing wide, forced NiP to move towards him. Also gave space over to Electronic. As he's being hunted down, Electronic pops up on the flank, is able to grab one and think things out just perfectly.
Third round.
I like that call. I like the aggressiveness from NiP to go for that. It sucks for them that it fell flat, or that it didn't succeed, I guess.
Yeah, but at the, at the same time, you get that close, it's kind of also hard to say that that it wasn't a good idea. So,
yeah.
Well, one tiny little kill going our way a little bit more, then it probably would have worked right then and there. I have to go back and watch that second round though, because maybe I'm just crazy, but it feels like there was this flashbang that came from the B-bomb side up to the A-bomb side, which you can do.
Yeah, very possible.
But I'd love to see, it looked like the timing on that was insane. That could be fun.
SDY pushing forward, unarmored opponents. 5-on-4 as well. Rez has gone down. NiP being very slow and cautious despite not having a whole lot of tools to win this round. 2 P250s and a pair of Deagles.
4 versus 5, and some damage here would be really great. I mean, they did a lot in the last round. Be great to add to it this time. Some Die Young aggressive with the MP9. It makes sense. I mean, he could try and get a couple of kills, and then at least he'll be making up some of the money. Roland, that's a banger of a shot to be taking one of them down at least. But some Die Young comes right back, and he's ready. Oh, that's a great clean off. Quad kill on him, and good start for Roland there, but not quite enough. Speaking of which, we saw obviously Hampus playing well. S-Tank had some good AWP rounds. This might be a very hard game for S-Tank in terms of playing with the AWP.
Yeah.
But Roland is someone that he wasn't playing terribly, but we'd love to see some more out of him.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean,
got it.
look, let's just be realistic. When you're playing against a team like NaVi, you're going to need to see a little bit more out of everyone. Everyone's going to have to step up in their performance. Molotov missed. Gives free access over to Playground. No smoke has to be used to put it out. Simple's got the op in hand. He had that wonderful 1v4 yesterday.
That was devastating to watch.
That was. It was awesome to watch, as all of his clips are. Spoiler: I did do a top 10 plays of Simple's career with him on Media Day, so that'll be. Keep your eyes peeled for that one. It'll be popping up somewhere at some point.
Sneaking up close. This is interesting. He could catch mid completely. Indeed, he will. Actually does get tagged, but still, nice find. They're getting so much space out here, which is a bit unusual. Normally on the T side, you have to fight probably a little bit more for this, but NaVi are far enough back that NiP are allowed to, not just allowed to, but actually discovering that they can do it, which is even more impressive. Going to start to rotate back around, and from the looks of things right now, surely the job is not so much to hold the bomb site, but to buy time for the flanks to come in, because this is going to be nearly impossible.
Yeah, when NiP eventually do hit this, and they're being very slow in their progression towards this bomb site, especially considering they already got that first kill towards Highway. Again, just another SMG here. It's on SDY, and he's very forward. You're not going to get much done from that position. I think NaVi just called this one off. Electronic's going to come up and create an opportunity. Almost found it. Good turn from S-Tag.
Yeah, that was,
Oh, Simple's going for it. Okay.
Surely. Oh, they're planting. Oh, they have to come up in 18 seconds.
Oh, no.
They're still in trouble. The bomb is down. Oh, he tries to hit. That one is not that far off either. 11 seconds now. And Simple is still feeling it. He's still got his finger on the trigger. It's going to be Vector going down. Simple spinning around with one more kill on Rez. Tries to go for the wall bang. He's so crazy. But he's finally trapped in here. Doesn't hit that shot either. On the other side, he takes down Brolin. Simple.
No way.
No, there should be no way. This is an impossible round to win, and it was from the start. He scoped up, not realizing Hampus is walking up close. Simple! Oh no! He aces his way back into the round. I can't believe it.
That should have been impossible. NiP is that's a deflating round to take this early. Even for NaVi to go for this round seemed a little crazy, especially once Electronic fell. They gave him everything he wanted, all 1v1s. I mean, still difficult. That's brilliant. I don't even know what to say about it. I don't even know what you can say if you're NiP at this point. Yeah, all you can do is laugh. Like, why did they do that?
That's so crushing, devastating for the NiP side. They come off the bomb plant, they see the danger, but they can't avoid that AWP.
More than anything, they gave him so much respect on these fights, on these jiggles, on like these narrow angles they're trying to battle at. That is so... There's maybe one person in the world who can make that play.
And he's right here.
Yeah, unfortunately for NiP, he's in the server.
That actually is not a round. You can't win that round. You can see it from the outset even. You're like, there's no way. It's not possible. He just does it like it's nothing. Oh, well. A test then.
If that
NiP's mental fortitude.
Yeah, if that sets the tone for a match, NiP's got issues already.
And up until that point, it's a really good half that, or round that was being called out of NiP's camp. Did a lot of good work. Blomsky not enjoying the fireworks that go over the wall. He's down to 19. But everything up until that point, until they stumbled into Simple, it was good.
Yeah, it was. It felt a little slow for me at times, but I mean, they got everything they wanted. They had all the success. Couldn't be too upset about anything up until Simple. Oh boy, Molotov down at Monster, keeping them at bay. Plopsky down low to utility, but outside of that, no real engagement until Perfecto finds that frag onto Hampus. And again, no one else from NiP really being very aggressive at the moment. Probably paranoid if Simple's off.
Who wouldn't be? That must be one of the more difficult things. How do you forget about it? How do you go into the next round and not walk around every corner scared that he might just be hiding there? They're going to try and see if they can flash their way into this one. Counter flash coming out from Perfecto, but it is too late. SDY showing up, and there's a little bit of action there. He's going to pick up a good double, and whatever threat there was has certainly been slowed down behind that. He's going to try and go for the bomb plant. Nade might cancel it. Ooh, he gets to live, so that'll help out a little bit at least, but obviously winning the round is a completely different matter here. Plopsky misses one of them, walking past, so a lot of pressure on him, and it'll be SDY to take him down eventually. Good defense, and I mean, a bomb plant's not that bad.
NiP's got a real issue though, like after a clutch like that, if you don't get something going in your favor, like if they start getting buried 6-7 to nothing, then all of a sudden like that you keep replaying that clutch in your head, right? That keeps becoming just an itch you can't scratch at the back of your mind throughout this entire half. Good kill from Perfecto. Set piece not bad, although Electronic performs perfectly. Good support from SDY. A couple very impactful rounds from SDY so far in this game.
Should do a skit with a Candyman crossover, where, or like a crossover where you've got like.
If you say Simple's name 3 times in the mirror.
Yeah, he shows up in your game and does this to you.
Yeah, Bully Hunters. I think we had that.
They should have hired Simple.
They should have hired Simple. Would have been a genius idea.
Well, round 6 is here.
Utility stockpiled, highlighted by the in-game crew. Peace. Simple's got another one. That's Hampus to fall down, walking right into it. And immediately NiP go to the other side of the map. The old avoid Simple strategy in full effect.
Classic. But Simple's here. He cannot be avoided. This is what I'm saying. It is like Candyman. It just shows up. Oh. You got the balloons out here, so maybe it would have been a better reference, you know?
Yeah, I don't like the references.
No?
No.
I don't think we're going to be allowed to put clown makeup on Simple either, but...
No, he probably wouldn't allow that one to go down. Holding the angle to allow Electronic to push up.
Yeah. Get smoked off here. S-Tag with an important kill on Bit, but Rowan must win this fight. And when he can't, the whole push is now coming through the restrooms, and that just doesn't have the same impact. Especially when you've got SDY still here on the other side. And
There's
Simple.
3 people. Yeah. this is going to be so tough. 30 seconds, even with full utility.
They might almost save soon. This is going to get slowed down so much.
I'm interested. I think they're going to at least try for it. 20 seconds. There's the flashbang. They're going to start moving forward. 17 seconds as this hit comes in.
Yeah, smoke is up in front, slowing them down even further. 12 seconds now on the clock, and it's running down. Simple getting one right on top of the smoke, and he'll end the round as well. He's having himself a delightful game.
This map might be over. being a little bit of a joke there, but maybe not. Simple looks like he's very much on point in this game so far. 10-1 for him early, including the incredible ace earlier. This is just great shooting. And NiP, again, this like more slow style. I think this time out, they've got to kind of change some of the pacing that they're going with. This like slow crawl across the map hasn't netted them anything just yet.
It's like if that mountain in Prince Oberyn scene started with the head crushing.
Yeah, just opened with it right out of the gates.
It's just it. It's so ridiculous. Oh, man. Not every Simple game is like this. But I feel like every professional player in the world has had to have a game like this against Simple. And I don't even know what you do. Oh, 10-1 right now. Round number 7 coming up, and we've got some pistols out. And again, it's probably tricky to focus on right now if you're NiP, but you do need to do some damage. Even some of the basic stuff, it's all relevant. I mean, the amazing thing for NiP would be if they could get that orb away from him. If they just can't afford it anymore, that's a big step in the right direction.
Yeah, you're a long way from even thinking about that one. They don't time it with the reload of Electronic. There's the flashbang. Counter flash is held by SDY. He's going to spray it. Even blind, he gets a second kill. Everything going right for NiP. Perfecto's going to have to back off. But all this utility that NiP's just spent has been entirely countered. And that Molotov is going to force them into the fights they don't want to take just yet. Electronic went down, but who cares? 7-0 for NaVi.
Yeah, a lot of chaos happening down in the tunnel, but with the weaponry on the other side, then they're going to come out on top. What a start. It's a good utility to try and make it through, though. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad attempt.
The only thing was better than NiP's utility was NaVi's counter nades. SDY just holding those flashbangs at the back at the start, held everyone at bay. Electronic gets those first 2 kills, and the follow-up 3 players trying to force their way through Monster, all blind, all held back, and then Flames at their feet. NaVi have all the answers.
Damage onto Hampus and Brolan to start the round with. A lot of that wall banging going on at the B-bomb side these days. A bit finding the timing absolutely perfect, but was not ready for res. Had a grenade in hand. He wanted to smoke himself up, probably for that exact problem. But he was a little bit late on that. 4 on 4.
4 on 4.
And Simple's playing alone at the A bomb side, so
trust him. Whatever he wants. And at the moment, I mean, he's going to get some information. Oh, my lord, what a freak. He's feeling the game. He's seeing the he's in the Matrix. He's everything just seems so confident and convincing from Simple.
If this is your first time watching a Simple game out there in the audience, then just enjoy it.
Where have you been?
Yeah, well, it's got to be a first time for everyone.
The only real issue here, okay, I was going to say the only real issue is if Res peaks before Monster peaks, and then there'd be some kind of an awkward fight for them to handle. Electronic gonna back away. 20 seconds on the clock, and again, like NiP just doesn't have really any options this late in the round.
Yeah, there's really not much to be done. Fight, even if they win some of these fights now,
they've been knocked so far off their game already, and I don't know, we'll have to see if they can recover. But everyone's come into this thinking this is going to be one hell of a match after the NiP that we saw yesterday, and it looks like NaVi's here to ruin everyone's dreams.
And making kind of like a little bit of a message for everyone else in the tournament, you know. This is setting a level that's you know, that's hard to beat. How many teams out there right now can take on this kind of NaVi?
It's been the scariest part of thinking about NaVi, I mean, for a while now, as we've seen the rise of Bit and Perfecto as kind of the you know, previously the rookie players joining the lineup. And we knew with Blade behind them that tactically they were going to be solid, and then you add the individual skill into it, and then you have the best player in the world. And it's just like, man, if they just have so many win conditions. They can win by talent, they can win by skill, they can win by strategy and tactics. They've got a solid map pool. There's not a whole lot of weaknesses in this NaVi team. Even with the stand-in situation and the shuffling of Electronic into in-game leader.
Hampus goes down, start of this round. A bit ready. No chance to walk through that smoke.
Oh, he missed.
Yeah, he did. He can't miss, at least once. For 8 or 9 rounds. Something to look forward to, you know. Get another chance in 8 rounds.
Yeah, better take advantage of it.
9-0. It's not just simple playing well, though. I mean, the rest of his team is there with him. That's probably worth pointing out.
I think SDY's played a very solid game already at this point. Everyone else has just had to do their job. Haven't had to really step up to the plate. I mean, really, and NaVi's only really been in trouble in the one round that Simple gets that ace. Other than that, it's just everyone just going through the standard protocols, the game plan. And it's been leading them just fine. 9-0. 2 kills on Hampus, 1 kill on Plopsky.
Okay, they needed that. It's a great call. I mean, very often you'll find that lone, almost like reverse anchor outside of B for the T side. It's such a common setup. And when you find him like that, flashing away through, then it's a pretty decent fight.
But again, they've just left Simple in bathrooms with the AWP. And he's just like, yep, go elsewhere. Like, I don't need you here. 3 defenders at B. And NiP's walking right towards it.
And those 3 defenders still have, what, 3 Molotovs, 2 flashbangs, an HE. They have so much. You're never getting through this tunnel. A minute on the clock, so they can afford to be slowed down a couple of times, but they're going to flash their way through. They want to see if they can just shock and all their way into this one. Bit is going to get traded. SDY is still there, and now there should be some more counter utility coming out, but NaVi are holding on to it pretty well. They're actually really trying to play this one slow. Flashes are good, but somehow Brolan still gets the shot onto SDY. And S-Tank, 38 seconds, 1 versus 2 against Electronic and Simple.
2 smokes left on the ground as well from NiP. That late in the round, they wanted to try and attack the bomb site before NaVi realized that they didn't want to throw the smokes over the walls to give up the indication of where they were coming. Little did they know it just didn't matter because 3 defenders were already here. Supreme faith in Simple with the AWP and S-Tag. He's going to hustle up to A. He's going to have a chance here. NaVi haven't budged, so at least a plant and then a 1v2 for S-Tag.
Yeah, but he can't escape this position either, so has to back on out immediately. He hits every single shot. Doesn't catch anyone there. They're on the other side. Oh, this is great movement from S-Tag, but he has to hit 1 more, and he's going to get hunted down. Had a really cool attempt. I've got to appreciate that. A lot of courage in that fight, and he had that little peek for information, knew where they both were. I mean, he plays that as good as you probably can. Yeah, but great swing as well from Simple, staying close on Electronic's hip, so when he goes down the Tech 9 and that mobility doesn't allow the AWP to put another round in the chamber. 1 for 1 to open up the round. No need to be frustrated. It's 10-0. And that 3-man defense mows down the late round hit. S-Tag with a small chance. Simple ain't gonna let him have another one. Yeah, he's determined right now. Give him a teabag. Oh. I'll talk with him later. Yeah, set him straight, Jason. You tell him. Baby. We should get some of the statistics people on figuring out what is the best ratio for any individual player throughout any of these clones. Because Simple is working at it for a half, for a map. Yeah. 13-1 right now. Still early days. Although SDY is there with 13-3, so I don't know. Some competition could be had still. What a game we're walking into. What a little bit of a stretch of a career for SDY. Just brought into NaVi, goes and wins Lisbon. I mean, talk about how good this team has been for the rookies coming into it as well with Bid having the year that he did last year. I mean, coming into a team that's a well-oiled machine with the best player in the world and just being able to rattle off trophies right out of the gate.
and get a challenge for a trophy at one of the biggest events of the year, that is Cologne.
Yeah.
5-on-4 for NiP. I mean, I think saying this is a must-win round is an understatement.
Yeah. We can't even use the cliches anymore, Jason. It's been too far gone.
Like with so many rounds, you haven't really had a chance, and if you finally have an opening kill, you must convert this.
Well, Simple's up close. Chance to catch him off. Yeah, there we go. Brolin swings. And scoped up, obviously, unscoping would give away the sound, so that's why he's not doing that. Makes it a little bit harder to see anything. Hampus, ooh, unfortunate jump, but not before you hit the headshot. Timing is everything.
They've done it, finally. It's going to be their first round on the board. Electronic and Perfecto aren't budging. They're just praying that NiP is going to rotate back to the B bomb site. That's never going to happen. We'll have a plant and a first round for the Swedish side. Just need 4 more.
And then a lot more after that. Map was picked by NiP. I actually, somewhere in my mind, I thought the fact that we're playing Overpass first could mean that we're going to see 3 maps. I thought it's not unlikely that NiP could pick this one up. Now, obviously,
it seems to have drifted away.
Just a little bit.
It felt good to start in the game to have that conversation, and I mean, it is just one of those games where right out of the gate you just saw this, the way Simple is playing and the way he's taking peeks and the fights that he wants to go for, and you get really worried.
Well, 10-1. If any more cliches you want to add, Jason, now that we're here?
No.
First one's the hardest.
I got none.
We did that one yesterday.
We did that one yesterday. We're gonna have to find a new one for that one. We'll have to get Yanko to give us some more Serbian ones. I think one of the issues, well, not one of the issues, but worrying sign. Hampus yesterday had that incredible series. He was a huge instigator for NiP's T sides with great calling, but great individual decisions and plays as well on the attacking side. He's only got 3 kills here so far on Overpass.
Yeah, that's true. We saw some of the cool AWPing that S-Tag was able to do yesterday, really both on T and CT side. But it's just been very, very tricky to put that into use the way that this game has been playing out. Let's see how much they can get done. Still a lot of money in the NaVi bank, even after this buy.
And they put 3 players this time at the A bomb site. Simple out towards long, 2 players in the bathroom as well. They're like, all right, NiP, if you're going to do this kind of slow progression towards bathrooms to take map control, we'll put a few more players here when you won't expect it. Flashbang out, they can use that. They can use that for sure. Oh, Nestag stepped right into it. Bit's going to hide, tuck himself in, make himself a small target, and Simple's rotated back around. That'll activate SDY. He gets blind, but a little bit late to save Rez, and they have no idea the AWP is still here. They wander right into it. The NaVi setup works perfectly in every way for every fight, and Bit still continues to add on to the pain for NiP.
Yeah, didn't want to get trapped out there on the other side of the Molotov, so he's going to be trying to back up through that. Takes a bit of damage behind it, but still good for the kill. Brolan, I don't know. He's got some maybe a beer and or a wine and some baguette out there.
Not enough. Not enough for this.
Not enough to win the round. 10 seconds on the clock, just about. And it will be an 11th round for the NaVi side. NiP, yeah, that's a really hard shutdown. And we talked about it maybe 8 rounds ago, how NaVi were a little bit further back on the map, so NiP could actually take this part of the restrooms without too much of a battle.
Get him. That'd be so funny. Not that I hope pain upon NiP, but if we're here already, we might as well go all the way in.
Yeah. When in hell.
Yeah. Another good platitude.
Well, I don't even know. It's hard to imagine what kind of conversation is going to be happening on the NiP side at this point in time. 11-1.
Blade looks too happy. I don't see him that happy often enough. He's like smiling during this timeout. I want to know what he's saying. I don't even really care about what NiP is saying. I want to know what he's being very vocal.
Yeah, it's like, keep this up, keep the focus. Don't give these rats a chance to get back into it. Oh, Listen, I'm just trying to improve on Maui's next language from yesterday.
Yeah, the cockroach.
Exactly. If that's the case, then Simple is the exterminator at this point in time. He's here for it. Round number 13 coming up, and we do have an AWP back on S-Tag. As we said, probably a hard fight to win right now. He sees it coming too Simple, but he's going to readjust. Probably a little bit more patience than he would have had it. He's just the top of the head showing. Simple decides, no, it's not worth it.
Yeah, he might not even realize that he gave S-Tag a little bit of a look there. A little bit of information. Well aware of the angles that would put him in danger. Simple averts it all. And NiP, without a whole lot of utility, starting to progress across the map. They've gotten basic map control, just walking towards bathroom. They haven't encountered any resistance just yet. Bid is out towards long, backing away from flower pots. Simple, obviously, as you could see, peering towards top con. They'll need a flashbang for hampus.
Yeah, if they want to live, that's true. Oh, wait, he might just peek it straight up, and S-Tag able to take him down. Huge battle to be winning. That is such an important kill. And he's back for more. Didn't see him fall back down, but Bit, oh, he's shooting at a teammate there. Might have thought someone was hiding behind, I don't know, but that's a little bit of a mistake. Gives away the game. He misses the flick, though, and Bit, oh, back with the spray. It's a good double. Hampus able to stop the disaster from happening just for a minute here. 33 seconds on the clock, and it's going to be a 3-on-3.
I think Rez is going to try and make a play right here. Yeah, he's going to start calling his teammates back. This is all on Perfecto. Can he stop this? Nade in hand, down very low. All right, entrance into the B bomb site. Here we go. Perfecto's going to go down surely. The Molotov forces him into the open. He's alive still somehow. He's made it all the way to the end, but Rez has opened this up. He finally goes down. Molotov to delay, and there's only 15 seconds. There's Perfecto, and there's SDY from up top. NaVi again shut the door.
And that actually is a great play for NiP. They have almost everything going for them. He gets Molotov in that corner and walks out with 2 health and stays alive enough to still have an impact on the round. I can't even criticize this play too much for NiP. It's not a bad idea.
No, I think that's played very, very well. That's played, I'm not going to say perfectly, but I think they did a great job. Rez obviously does a great job as well, but just the decision to peek with Perfecto as well through the smoke. NiP never saw it coming, but that, you know, I think the real issue, this might be a B rush. This might be like a desperate, what do we do? Let's rush B.
There is a chance now, a little bit of an opening. They're going to get slowed down, but it's another decent start at least for the NiP squad.
That would have been a timing hit if they didn't find that kill, but with the 5-on-4, they decided to play it a little bit slower and calculated.
Rez investigating. Gonna get spotted. Kind of a tough position for Bit to play right now with no teammates by the restrooms.
This is cool. I like this setup as well. With this kind of glimpse, the only real danger is that door. Trusting the bottom player in the totem pole. Perfecto to hold on to that position. Simpo, he's going to get a chance. NiP's rotating back to this position. If they stay on this stack, he's going to get at least one freebie to equalize things in a 4-on-4. Yeah, at least one.
You do this early in a round, usually not this late. Oh, he's tracking those feet, and it'll be hampus to go down. That's something you do first 10, 15 seconds maybe of a round, and you give it up. Doing it that late is shocking, and Simple just all over the place. Finding Plopsky, 16-3 on him right now, 17-4 on Sundayang. Perfecto doesn't even do anything.
We've been going on about it for a long time. I don't know if I've seen a more impactful half from one player in a long time. It's been a minute since someone has had the level of impact and level of dominance in this half that Simple has had here.
Yeah, he's even behind the barrels. You can't escape him. He is just... Yeah, there's no getting away from him at this point. Even the run away from Simple and play somewhere else strat is... They can't execute it.
But you know what's funny about it is quietly, SDY's keeping up with him.
Yeah.
17-4. Simple is 17-3. So why the hell not?
What's the plan, Jason, for stopping it? What do NiP do? I
don't have one.
No.
I don't think anyone does. This has been going on for years now. Bit picked off by Rez. Another 5-on-4 for NiP. They've been able to convert one of them. One of, I think, like the 3 or 4 that they've had in this game. They might get an extra kill as Electronic and Perfecto. Oh, this is weird.
Yeah. Flashbang if there is one. Oh, they're just going to be walking right through, but hampus on the double. Oh, and he turns it around. SDY is out. Simple, just simple in a 1 versus 4. So
I kind of hope he wins this. Again, I don't wish pain on NiP, but since we're already here, since there's already been pain, let's crank it up to 10.
You are a sadist, Jason. Let's see if this works out. He's there with the AK, going to be taking down hampus first. Already a bit of damage, and they're all around him. They know where he is. He's locked in, and there's going to be a flank coming in. Again, this is an impossible round, but he's already won a couple of those, so I don't want to call it just yet. 50 seconds on the clock. He's out in the open, and Brolin's going to be the one to take him down. A 13-2 half in favor of NaVi. That is shocking. We'll be back after the half.
Playing in the best CIS team and with the best players in the world actually motivate me a lot, and I feel like I belong here, and I'm feeling really good when we play in Counter-Strike.
Looking at the scoreboard, SDY does belong here. Up there with Simple right now, but as he said, the best player in the world, and there can be no doubt about that if you've just seen the first half here. Second half is coming 13-2 right now in favor of NaVi on NiP's map pick. Ridiculous performance out of Simple once again.
Yeah, I mentioned it early in that first half. NaVi just sent NiP into tilt mode very early on in that game. They knocked them out of their game maybe 4 or 5 rounds into this half, and they never got back. They could never figure it out. Massive lead, 11 rounds ahead.
And NiP, they are really trying, but I don't know how you recover from something like this.
Yeah, even when it wasn't simple, I mean, even when you have access to that B bomb site, Rez makes an incredible play to get in. You have Perfecto and SDY win a 2-on-3 just out of nowhere. Everything going wrong for the Ninjas in this map. NiP going to stay huddled up together. 4 players making their way past Fountain at the moment, with Perfecto looking for any kind of underpass shenanigans.
Yeah, and just a bit of a, a contact move. I'm sure if they run into someone, they're going to flare out and just try and take that fight. NiP, they're also on a little bit of an investigative run to see what's happening outside of the B bomb site. They're not seeing anything, and with 4 people down there, that makes you want to probably move around a little bit more.
Yeah, but I think this NaVi hit is actually too close to the bomb site for them to get back in time or any kind of significant stack. Plopsky might be able to, oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Now there's definitely only going to be 1 player. Simple being patient, spots 1 more coming up, challenge him. I dare you. Perfecto's got 1 on the flank. Simple's just going to hold that and hope a bullet connects. 5-on-3 with barely any damage being taken, and Perfecto knows the position of 1 more.
Yeah, and he's so far away already, so he's going to have to backtrack up. Boost is in there. Simple sees it.
Just, it's the way, like, he gets that kill with the P250 and then just controls the rest of the map because nobody wants to challenge him. There's so much respect being given over to Simple right now.
Oh, and look at Electronic in a position to end the round, possibly even knife someone if he's really feeling super into
Frisky.
it. Yeah, why not? You're so far up. Oh, he's going to walk in between them. They don't even know. Simple goes down as well, but 2 versus 3 here. Brolan and S-Tag have a kit and not that much time to play around with, so might as well run and gun here. It's not going to matter if you save the weapons or anything else like that. It will be another round for NaVi, and yeah, opened up nicely by that headshot on Rez, who was the only A defender.
It was fun. I didn't get to watch much of the game yesterday that NaVi played against Mouse. I know just like from glancing occasionally at the monitor and seeing the score, I was a little shocked to see them drop a map, a little shocked to see some close maps as well. I was like, I'm really a little worried if NaVi's going to have a little drop off after Lisbon. That's obviously not the case.
No, maybe credit to Mouse for playing pretty well.
Yeah.
But right now, they certainly look absolutely locked in. Perfecto charging the bomb site. He would like to have some more. He's only got the 8 kills because there was nothing else to do. All the work had already been done in the first half, so...
I don't think they know the position of this final player. Okay, I take it back. Simple found him. Electronic might have known that someone was there at one point.
Or it's just simple things. Why are you doubting? Smoke off.
And this is a full investment in this round from NiP as well. You can understand why. Who wants to play for overtime and rely on winning 13 rounds straight? So you just force up and see if you can get something going. And obviously nothing got going. So hampus and S-Tag just keep the scouts alive for the next round. But if you're NaVi, hunt.
Yeah, you feel like you might as well. All right, tags are coming through. So probably some of those Mac 10 players are going to think twice about it. 15-2. What a fast game that we've had here. It's a best of 3, of course, but this is NiP's map pick, so you have to assume that going into the second map, they're not gonna be feeling like, yeah, it's okay, it's no problem. They're probably gonna feel like this could be even worse, if that's even possible.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, we always talk about, and there's truth to it, players have gotten very, very good at wiping out of their minds in short term these kind of dominant losses in this fashion. Like, these are easy ones to move on from.
They need that device from Men in Black.
Yeah, that'd be great. It's not so much about the domination. I think it's more about can you actually work up the courage in the next map to challenge Simple? Because again, we've just seen so much in this first half on the CT side and how much he like dictated. Like NiP just didn't want to really challenge him. They're, when they saw his presence other side of the map, when he gets a kill, everyone's a bit hesitant to peek out a little bit wider. That's the feeling that you have to shake off between maps. Not so much that the team just got dominated, because that one's easy to forget about. It's, are you still going to be able to make the plays that you normally would on the map when Simple just has a performance like this? Yeah,
that's a good point. Well, maybe some of these rounds, if they can win some of the rounds here, if that's possible, then that could go a long way to helping them get into that mood a little bit more. This time they tagged up Simple. He's almost dead already. So a couple of rounds here where you can win a couple of fights versus him, and maybe that'll be a strong reminder. 3 versus 4 at the moment, though. Bomb is making its way out long, and Perfecto catching Brolan, trying to get through the smoke. That's maybe a little bit wild.
That's desperation out of the scoreline. And Simple with 12 HP is alone with the bomb, which is just, it seems crazy. But all the attention is going to be at this bomb site as well. Now the real problem becomes if he's put in a 1v2 with 12 HP and a MAC-10.
Yeah, Perfecto is miles away, so they're going to book it immediately. They do not have a defuse kit currently picked up.
Yeah, Perfecto's in trouble.
Yeah, but it's also a 10-second defuse, right? So even if they find Simple right away, they probably won't guess that Perfecto is that far away, so they probably will spend a couple of seconds looking for him, and by then, he's probably within a 10-second reach. Hampus, third kill for him with the scout, but you can see, yep, they're checking, they're not sure. They're like, where is he, where is he, where is he? And this is, you know, a long, long time to be waiting. Perfecto making his way a bit closer. Flashbang to set it up. He's already a little bit low on health, and there's the find. All right, Hampus getting that one, and that's a double scout to bring it down.
Yeah, we'll give it to him. Third round for NiP. 15-3. Good shooting from S-Tag. Initial kill there on a bit. Plenty of tags throughout the round as well. There's a grueling battle in short sewers outside of the blue door. Wonderful round from S-Tag overall. Simple was an easy cleanup for Hampus.
There you had him. If he goes down there, it's all over. Okay, well, how much longer can they push it again? Like you mentioned, getting your players to sort of feel like they could go and challenge Simple. I mean, that's what these rounds are about at the moment. Not going to be S-Tag out long.
Yeah, counterproductive, perhaps.
Proving the opposite, in fact. I really liked S-Tag's interview from yesterday, where he sort of said, you know, in the past with the AWP, he's kind of been like a one-trick pony because he was always like a secondary AWP or something like that.
Yeah.
And now that it's on him, he's realized he's had to learn a lot more things.
A little bit more about the position.
Yeah.
Yeah, and performing admirably in it yesterday, certainly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, we also have to remember he gets there's a lot of criticism at times for his opping. We have to remember, too, remember when Device made the initial switch over? That was a long time ago, so we tend to forget. You know, his journey into becoming a full-time opper was a bit rocky as well at the start.
Sure, yeah.
There was a lot of questions on if he could actually pull off the change of roles. And then he became one of the greatest oppers we've ever had in the game.
Yeah, very, very true. 40 seconds on the clock for NaVi. They're well within striking distance of this bomb site. And up in the bomb site itself, it's a single player in Broline with a smoke to try and defend it with, so I don't know. I don't even think the smoke will even buy time for the rest of the team to get there. So this is a gamble for NiP, hoping that they're going to show up in the B bomb site, whereas in fact, it's all on Broline for this one. Hampus going to get picked off, and now the rest of them are fighting Broline. 15 seconds on the clock, and he can't do it. They just swing, double swing really from either side of that box. And now it's Rez and Plopsky 2-on-4 for the retake. There's no way.
Simple could do it.
Yeah. Like I said, there's no way.
Here we go. Just to stay alive. Just to give yourself a chance at winning 11 more in a row for overtime. Not even a victory at the end of that road. Simple, holding for the peak, rips off the head of Rez. A final exclamation point in a dominant performance from NaVi. Simple and SDY lead the way, 22 and 21 kills apiece. Absolute perfection from NaVi in map 1 in this series. The Lanxess Arena is on the line here. We're going to head to a break, and let's see how NiP can possibly recover from that.